Hello viewers, I am Dr. Manjunath S. Taragadi, working as Assistant Professor in Government First Aid College Savalgi, and this session is prepared for BA 5th semester, and this is an elective paper, and the title of the paper is Development of Modern Geography, and the session is 5th session, in which I'll be dealing with early modern geography, that is part 2. Here in these slides we'll see the contributions made by Romans, particularly Strabo, Ptolemy, and later on ending with Dark Age. As a quick recap, we'll see which were the ancient schools who pioneered development of geography. They were Greek, then you had Romans, Arabs, Indians. They were important ancient schools which literally developed and elevated the development of growth of geography. What's map projection? Map projection is the by using mathematics and geometry, we try to convert two-dimensional map to from three-dimensional map to two-dimensional map. So what is a gnomon? Gnomon is an instrument which was devised uh, by Eratosthenes. And which are the four winds which we have already discussed, and who calculated the circumference was Eratosthenes. Now, after Greeks, the golden age for geography, the political power passed to the Romans and Greek. After the declination of Greeks, it was the Romans who came into picture, and they started expanding their empire to North Europe, France, Britain, and Asia Minor. During the Augustus period, the knowledge of the world started expanding, and remarkable contribution was made in the field of historical, regional, and mathematical geography. Important contributors were Strabo and Ptolemy. Strabo was an important Roman geographer who was born in Amasia, that is south of Black Sea, which was about 64 BC ago. His major contribution or work were historical memo, which consisted of 43 volumes and 17 volumes of geographical treatise, and last was Geographica. He said geography had four branches: one is mathematical, physical, political, and historic geography. Strabo also divided the earth into five circles, that is the equators, the zodiac, then the tropic, and the Arctic circle, which is, and the tropics are 2, so it is altogether 5. Transgression and regression of the sea due to earthquake and volcano eruption was also studied by Strabo. His work concentrated on the description of European continent. The first 2 books of Geographica were devoted to introduction of the subject, in which he discusses aims and objectives of his treatise. And the second book studied the changes of the world map. Third book to 17th book comprises of geographies of various countries like Europe, that is from European continent to Spain, Great Britain, France, Alps, Italy, Sicily, Germany, Greece, Asia, that is new continent, then Africa, that is Egypt, and the countries to the east of Rhine and north of Danube. Next comes the Ptolemy, whose time period was from 90 AD to 163 AD. He was basically native of Egypt and lived and wrote about Alexandria in 2nd century AD. He was genius who developed sound principles of mathematical geography. His writings were inspired by the past geographers and explorers of the great age of exploration, which took place in 14th and 15th century, to find the terra incognita, that is unknown land. His syntaxis, or the Almagest, which deals with complex problems of mathematical geography or astronomy, was also penned by him. The outline of geography to determine the exact positions of places by means of latitudes and longitudes was studied and written in the outline of geography book. Geography is a science which deals with the art of map making, was said by him. He wrote 8 books, of which 6 books were devoted to astronomical tables, latitudes and longitudes of different places. Climatic zones or climate zones, habitable world, and prime meridian passing through Fortunate Islands, the Canaries, were also identified by him. He discussed a lot of geographic details of various countries and information about oceans and seas. He studied in detail geographical descriptions of places and their history is called as chronography. Measurement of Earth and production of maps was a key interest of his geographical study. He was interested in identifying or studying the man-environment relationship. He was of geocentric approach, which remained an accepted doctrine up till the time of Copernicus in the 17th century. He discussed about seas, geography of countries and other regions, plotted the Gangetic and Gulf and Bay of Bengal in the first time in the map. He established the source of Nile to be the highlands of Abyssinia. Now, later on, with the Dark Ages and geography, the period started to be between 500 to about 500, that is from 200 AD to 700 AD, which followed the publication of Ptolemy's geography. It was an age of complication, turmoil and abridgment, so there was a lot of confusion because of the church activity. During this period, not a single work of originality in any field of science and humanities was written. Continuous deterioration both in the theory of geography and practice of exploration from the glories of Greece and Roman period was declined. Due to political instability, the declination of theoretical study of geography was largely due to wrong thinking of the church. Beginning of the dark period in the development of science took place in Europe. Solinus' general geography account of the world and collected information. Firminus argued that the earth was a sphere. The map makers of Dark Age did not make any serious attempt to show the world as it was actually. Available, they could make out and draw the coastlines of Greco-Roman period with lot of interest. In fact, they were lost. They even distorted. Instead of maps were becoming more fancy, and therefore they became just a piece of decoration. This period also saw TO map. TO is obvious term, wherein the whole world was surrounded by the water. The stem of T that represents Mediterranean Sea, and the top of T is Aegean Sea and the Black Sea. The three divisions of the world were north. In the north, it was Asia, south it was Africa and Europe, center was Jerusalem. So this is again related to the church. Thus, these were protagonistic change which took place in geography, and no such significant works were written. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the Dark Age and Roman period of time. So thank you for watching. Bye bye. Have a nice day.